Hello there, Danny here with Nationwide Cruises and Vacations, and I am back to talk travel news, travel tips, and travel offers. Now that you have booked your cruise vacation, it's time to give you some travel tips on how to prepare for your cruise, checking in for your cruise, what to do when you're at the port and ready to board the ship, and even some tips while you are on board the ship. So before I get started on this travel tip today, I want to thank you from everyone at Nationwide Cruises and Vacations for booking your cruise with us. So let's jump right into these travel tips. Now, the first thing that you want to do that you've booked your cruise is you want to check those passports. Make sure that your passport is valid. And also, you want to make sure that the names on your passport, specifically the first and last names on your passport, match the names on your cruise reservation and or your airline reservations to avoid denied boarding. The other thing regarding passports is, yes, I am aware some countries, your passports only need to be valid for the duration of your trip, but please make sure your passport is valid for a minimum of 6 months after your return date. Countries, cruise lines, even airlines can change this protocol from time to time. So please, please, please make sure that your passport is valid for a minimum of 6 months after your return date. Now, the next two tips I'm going to give you, they really work hand in hand, and you want to do both of those, and you'll understand towards the end of this video why I recommend that you do both of these next two tips. So the first thing you want to do, if you don't already have an online account with the cruise line that you're going to be sailing with, you want to create an online account. Now, in the descriptions below, I will include links that will take you directly to the cruise line's portal. That way you don't have to go onto their website and search to find where to get to the portal. So you can link your booking number and begin the online check-in process. So be sure to check out those links. So now that you have made sure that your passport is valid, and if it's not valid, then you're going to start the renewal process or apply for a new passport. And you've created the online account and linked your booking number. Now it's time to download the cruise line's app to your smartphone. So whether you're an Android user or an Apple user, go ahead and download the app to your smartphone and link your booking number and your account to the app. You definitely want to do that, because not only is this going to possibly help you with the check-in process way before you get to the port, but once you're at the port, you will be able to just open up your phone. They can scan your boarding pass right from your phone and then get you on board the ship. Now, the reason you want to do the both things that I just told you about, from the online account and also downloading the app, is because once your cruise is available for you to check in, you will be able to go ahead and enter your passport information, upload your credit card information that you'll be using while you are on board the ship, and then also upload any other documents that may be required for your specific cruise. Now, please keep in mind, just because you have made your reservation, you're preparing to go, your particular cruise may not be open for reservations just yet. But once they are, for the check-in process, but once they do open your cruise for the check-in process, they will push you an alert to your smartphone or send you an email, or both. And by doing all this, I promise you, once you get to the port, it will expedite a lot of things. Now, the other cool thing that you'll be able to do is for ships that have specialty restaurants. More and more ships have specialty restaurants. And a lot of times you can pre-book those. And once those do open to pre-book, then they should let you know that it's now time that you can go make reservations for a specialty restaurant, or even with some of the newer ships that have these new theaters, the ice skating shows, the aqua shows, the different shows that are available, even to the comedy clubs. You can typically go ahead and pre-book a lot of those. during the check-in process and once you get closer to departure date. But just keep in mind that depending on the cruise line and the ship that you're sailing on and your date, you may not be able to check in right away, but they will notify you, providing that you have already linked your reservation to the app and, of course, the online store. So it will really, 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 really help you if you have that done. So now that you have completed the online check-in and uploaded all the documents that you need to board the ship and you're on board the ship, this is where most apps really come to life. And this is why I tell everybody that's traveling with you to go ahead and download the apps to everybody's phone. Because once you're on board, you can do a lot of things with that. For instance, say you're hanging out at the pool for the day and you didn't make show reservations for that night and you just want to know what shows are available. Or is there a specialty restaurant that you can get into for that night? You can open up your app and see what's going on. If there's bingo going on the ship or any other events, you will be able to use that app once you're on board the ship and see what is going on. So I promise you, by doing all of these steps, it will really expedite the boarding process. And then once you're on board the ship, you should be off to a great cruise vacation. Now, I really hope all of these travel tips help you. And if you have any questions for myself or your travel advisor, if you book through us, please let us know because we are here to help you and help you have a better or a great cruise. Bon voyage, and thanks again for joining me today.